would part of the anxiety now, as you're working through this and doing this work, is perhaps an underlying subconscious expectation you have of yourself that you should have an answer, you should feel better, you shouldn't feel this way, these feelings should not arise. These expectations, I want answers, and damn it, I've done this work before, and I should be done with this. So there's this expectation of like healing is like some sort of, like it's a deadline that we must hit, and damn it, I haven't hit it by this age. So what does that say of me?
Yeah, that exact thought process it didn't come up this time, but I have dealt with that in the past. And it turned into me shaming myself for not meeting the expectation of I should be in a different place. We're talking about the Joseph Campbell dragon. It's a creature covered in scales that says thou shalt and thou shalt not. So that is just like that is exactly like what my process of overcoming some of this, the shame and the guilt and all those, all the biases and all the stuff that's wrapped up into that process was harmful to me. And it took me a while to recognize that. This time when I'm kind of going around and revisiting this from a different perspective, I'm being a lot easier on myself. And I think it's because I learned from the last time the root of my own suffering by putting those expectations on I should be in a different place. And I've come to understand throughout my recovery that healing is not a linear process. It's not like this. You don't get like consistent growth. It's, Alan, you were talking about this many moons ago. You were talking about how like that it's a rather winding path, and it dips and it bobs and it weaves and it spins around. And I think the best representation that I've come to is from that modern intuitionist, which is talking about how it is a spiral. So, you kind of overlap like parts of yourself that like you've dealt with before, but you're at a higher plane, so you see them from a different perspective. It's the same issue, but you have a greater connection and a greater understanding of what that actually is. And this time I'm being kinder to myself. And I think my ability to let go of needing an answer, because I don't necessarily think I need the answer. I think that I'm just like intrinsically curious about like what this looks like and like how does this play into me, because I look at it from a place of helping clients and showing up and just helping people in general. It doesn't even have to be clients. But if I can understand something, and I've kind of done a lot of the grunt work, like it allows me to be able to show up and explain that to someone and to kind of set their expectations on like, hey, this is kind of what this looks like and it fucking sucks. But like once you are able to overcome this, like here's what could potentially happen to you. So I don't know. I think it allows me to help people a little bit more.